Hey everybody, Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the show. Today's features my friends, JJR Band, and special guest Renna. We had a really good time recording this the other night and getting to talk about both of their new, brand new music they got coming out. So had a good time meeting them and learning all about what they're up to. So hope you enjoy this conversation, and I want to remind everybody that Rock Paper Podcast is brought to you by Naked Vine in Chesterfield, Missouri, serving up the finest wine, whiskey, tequila, and local craft beers. You can stop by and visit them. You can pick up some wine to take home. You can also hang out. They do lots of great live music over there. On Thursday nights is vinyl night. Bring your own records and come up there and have a real good time spinning some vinyl with Brian and the crew. On Friday, they do live music. And then, so Friday, June 17th, you can see my buddy Spankonia over there making their Naked Vine debut. But if you're listening to this when this episode comes out, you can go out there Saturday night, July 11th, and see my buddies Phil Wright and Brian Sachs taking the stage. Find everything at nakedvine.net. Be sure to follow along on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, big thank you to Roughneck Beard Company and American Rambler for their support. You can shop 24/7 at roughneckbeardcompany.com, or you can visit them at their shop and locally here in Maplewood, Missouri. You've got all sorts of wonderful products from your beard oils and beard balms and whatever you need for your grooming needs. Again, shop at Roughneck Beard Company. I want to tell you about a new product they have. Is their Roughneck Beard Company's Genesis. It's a fortifying and nourishing beard maximizer. Features aloe vera juice infused with biotin, MSM, and glycerin. This product will actually help your hair and skin pull moisture in from the air around it, keeping everything soft and healthy. Just a couple of sprays before adding your favorite beard oil or balm, and you're good to go. Check it out at roughneckbeardcompany.com and use my code RPP15 for an exclusive 15% off your purchase. That's it for me, everybody. I want to say thanks again for listening, and if you need me, you can find me at rockpaperpodcast@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you all. Let me know what you're listening to. If you have any requests for some guests that you'd like to hear on the show coming up or anything, I'd just say hey. And that's it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this brand new episode with JJR Band and Renna.
Podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio. It's on the internet. Does that make sense? Uh-huh. Yeah. That's also like my mom. It makes it sound more confusing, doesn't it? It sounds like this.
What's up? This is Joe.
Hey, this is John from JJR Band, and you're listening to Rock Paper Podcast.
Hey guys, this is Renna, and you're listening to Rock Paper Podcast.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Scissors beat paper, paper covers rock. Rock beats scissors, Shane covers non-stop. Never know what new kind of guest that he's got coming at you. Live and direct on the spot. Could be rock, folk, country, or hip-hop, jazz. All kind of folks that he has. Could be an artist or a comedian to make you laugh on the
Rock Paper Podcast.
double-decker fudge round, rolling round town. Shane coming at you live and direct from ground zero. He's your hero, he's your bestie. Rock Paper Podcast with Shane Presley.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Feeling pretty good walking down the street in my neighborhood. The sun is shining and people all around this love's about, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. And I ain't I'm never gonna go. I'll be standing here waiting right by your door. Girl, that smile, it runs so deep. Every time we kiss, I go weak in the knees, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. And I believe I won't lose my way. And if so, it'll be okay. Got a song in my heart and I'm feeling pretty good. Walking down the street in my neighborhood. Sun is shining and people all around. Maybe someone knows what this love's about.
Hey everybody, Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast, coming to you from St. Louis, Missouri. Hanging out today with, I guess we should, so it's the Jumpin' Joe Robbins.
JJR Band.
Oh, it's just
Yes,
Joe,
please.
JJR now?
I'm Jumpin' Joe Robbins.
Yeah.
As,
That's all I was wanted to clarify, because it's kind of, it seems like there
Facebook
was a
wouldn't let me change it.
Really?
Yeah, so it was Jumpin' Joe Robinson, and then it was like, oh, I'll just go with the JJR Band, and they said I couldn't change it, so I just had to add it on. Like, they denied it. I'm like, that's what I'm saying, don't fuck up. Because you build this audience, and then they're like, well, change your name just a little bit. It's the same thing. So it's JJR Band, it's Jumpin' Joe Robinson Band.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
we just abbreviated it. Yeah.
Well, I get a lot of like notifications all the time that pages change their name and stuff, so I don't
You
know
know?
why they wouldn't let you.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I'm like, what? You guys won't let me change my name? I thought this was a free country.
Yeah.
I guess not.
Well, I guess you guys want to introduce yourselves properly for those listening.
So
you said you're Joe Robinson.
yeah.
You already said that part, I guess.
Okay. Of the JJR Band.
There we go.
Yeah, Jumpin' Joe Robinson of the JJR Band. Right?
I'm John. I play the drums for the JJR Band.
There we go.
Or Jumpin' Joe Robinson.
For like 20 years now. Yeah, there's a reason why we abbreviate it. I play drums for JJR Band for a long time now.
Yeah.
Obviously, Joe and I have went by other bands, but currently it's the JJR Band. But I've been playing drums with them a good 20 years easy. Yeah,
There we go. And we got a special guest with us tonight, Renna.
Renna.
Yeah, hey.
It's Renna. I go by Renna. I'm a featured artist on their latest single.
There we go. And you got some other exciting stuff we want to get into also tonight. So this is cool because like this is exactly why I continue to do this show. You know, I've been May was actually technically 6 years now. We've been doing this. I started with my buddy Chris. Hey, thank you. We started this just kind of a goof, and it's crazy that 6 years it's still going, and it's something that
How many episodes you do?
823 out there.
That's not amateur numbers.
Yeah,
buddy.
not at all.
That's almost Rogan numbers, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's a lot of them. I wish I had Rogan numbers on the other side of it, but
It would pay off a little better, huh?
so
Fair.
You said you've been at it for 6 years?
yeah.
6 years, wow.
Yeah, so, but the goal is I love St. Louis music. I love what we have going on here, and I love continually get to meet new artists, and that's the case today. Where like I said, this is our first time, all of us getting to hang out, and so
Yeah, we definitely love it. We appreciate it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, we got I guess actually I mentioned starting back then because also one of those first guests of my show was my friend Mike,
Yeah,
who kind of helped introduce all of us. So
for sure. Yeah.
So big shout out to
Mikey.
Mike Garcia.
Mikey
Hey,
G.
Mikey.
Yeah. So
Love that guy.
yeah. But it's just kind of crazy how it all kind of comes full circle, So
Yeah, small world,
Yeah. But even before, so there was that. But also, even before I got to know you guys, I did watch your video for Missouri Anthem a couple years ago.
Oh, that's cool.
So I remember that. I don't know who shared it. I don't know if it was Mike or somebody else, but I recall it being circulated around online.
Nice.
And so I remember watching it, and then when all this kind of came around together, like I was like, oh, I know these guys. I remember seeing that. I was like, and it all
That's
kind of came
cool.
together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we did
wrote
good
that.
on that.
Yeah.
Hey, we
That's
wrote
an
that
old
song
school
when
song.
we were like 16.
Yeah.
Youngsters.
Yeah. We're 30 something now.
Yeah.
yeah,
We were youngsters when we did that song, and then we just, it's always been a fan favorite, so we put it on our rebirth basically of our
Music
band.
career.
yeah.
Because originally it was by the Missouri Bottom Band.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what we were going by. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, we had more people in the band.
Yeah.
They come and go, so
Yeah.
we've changed our name every time we lose a member.
Oh
so
my goodness, that's too much
I
work.
know.
Right.
So we've had 35 different band names. No,
Yeah.
there's been like 3.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
But I mean, it's pretty safe to say this one will stick around because it's just me and him.
Yeah.
So
Once you lose one more, it's gonna.
I mean,
Yeah.
but
Then there's no band.
Right.
yeah,
Solo artist at that point.
right.
Yeah.
Well, let's take it back just a little bit farther though. So you guys, you're saying you've been playing together for a long time, but when does it really get started? When do you guys?
Sophomore year? High school?
Yeah. So I was just at his house after school one day. It's a pretty funny story. Just hanging out, not doing anything wrong. And he was like, "Hey, I play guitar," and I had a drum set.
From the 5th grade.
That I've always loved the drums. So I was like, "Hey, I got a drum set," and shit,
That
I
was it.
probably brought it over like sometime that day or close to it.
JDS.
It was a cheap drum set that I got, but we made it work, man. Cymbal stand was made out of wood. That
It was a chair and a broomstick.
yeah, like I didn't have all the pieces, but it was some of the best times. Really, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And
Quitting jobs over recording on a karaoke machine.
karaoke machine, a tape. Yeah, I quit.
Young
my
and
job. I
dumb,
was
man.
like,
Young and dumb.
screw this, is too much fun. I was like, I quit. I don't even care. But yeah, I wouldn't do that today, most likely. Maybe I would. I don't know. But it would have to be a little better recording than a karaoke machine
Right.
for this. But
We're there,
yeah. That was how it happened.
All began.
And it
Yeah.
Rest is
hasn't left.
history.
Yeah.
Were you guys already writing originals then, or was it starting just as
yeah.
kind of cover stuff?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, it's always been covers like out and about live because that's what people know. So it's always easy and a surefire win to play covers. But I think since day one, we had
And it's a
our
good
own-
way, like playing cover song, like going out there, like we play a 4-hour slot, and I can throw whatever music I want,
Yeah.
my own songs included. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
just a
we
good
put
way
our
to-
own stuff in there too and mix it up.
Sure. That's one of my favorite things about, a show, especially like if I go see a friend and I know, but they'll play one of theirs and people are like, what's that song? And I was like, oh, that's one of mine, and I'm like, and that's like that's for me, like, that's really cool when
someone catches.
for sure.
Yeah.
But your voice enough to where you can mix it in with a bunch of covers and nobody knows what was the cover and what's the original.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I wish I still had that tape. It's been pretty much originals from day one. Like, he's had songs.
Hopefully they're getting better, but you never know.
Yeah, I was really happy with the ones on the tape, man. I was proud of those things. So
Too bad we don't have drop that in right now. Just some of
I wish I
karaoke
had it. Yeah,
karaoke.
dude. For what it was, one microphone, probably not even as good as this microphone right
It
here.
might have been something similar.
Yeah.
Recording everything.
Yeah. I'm a huge Howard Stern fan.
Same.
I've been listening to his show forever, and
Me too.
But his father, was in the radio also, so he had recording equipment around the house when he was young, and so he still like every now and then will throw in these recordings from him like as a little kid, and it's weird that like to think that he had the thought process that even at that age to like, hey, I should press record on this stuff and save these things. So
So you lost the tape, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I haven't seen a regular tape,
Shame.
a cassette tape in forever. So I would have liked to think
Probably
if I
somewhere
found
around
it, any cassette tape, it would be that one. Because
It's probably around here somewhere.
maybe.
Yep. We'll have to dig out some boxes.
Yeah.
So we do. So you guys been at this thing for a little while now, and we have quite a bit of material out there. You have a record that you guys released a while back, and all that on all the digital platforms, right?
Yeah, and a CD. There was this hard copy.
Yeah.
Floating around.
That was a little over a year ago, last April.
April
wasn't it?
26th of
But we
2019.
continued the entire time to just upload singles
Sure.
to
Yeah.
online and everything. So there's fresh music.
I find it hard to sit down and write an album. Like, I don't know how people...
I don't think it's necessary in this day and age. I mean, if you did, you could just put singles out and then...
I mean, it's a good idea if you have that many things to say. You know what I mean?
And if
But,
it's your full-time job.
Yeah. I just, to make 10 or 12 songs kind of makes sense all together. It's hard to do.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I think I don't know. Music, especially today, is everything's just so weird. Like nobody knows what they're doing. Like everybody's just trying to figure out what works best for them. There are no rules anymore. But we're long gone from the days where you needed a 12-song record and they all had to be cohesive and and stuff like that. I mean, nobody's putting together Dark Side of the Moon or whatever.
It also like keeps it like the momentum going. It says sitting on these 10 songs, being able to like move on, release a song, move on, start the next project. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't, and the fans don't have to wait, a good year for the next album.
Yeah.
They got to wait is a month. Yeah. And then they got some a fresh track to listen to. So I think it works out pretty good this way.
Yeah, I agree. I like it. I like
new music.
I've even said like you could release a double record or whatever, whatever it is. I'll listen to it and I'll like it, and then like the next day I'll be like, all right, when's the next one coming out? You're still gonna want more,
Yeah.
So
exactly.
It's kind of nice to keep releasing a little bit at a time like that. And,
you can get forgotten about in a year while you're putting something out. But
and as an artist, it kind of keeps your skills fresh, keeps
Sure.
them sharpened.
Yeah.
You're always like, writing the next thing.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
Finding the next melody. Yeah.
But even like you're saying too, like how maybe this one's a little more rock, this one's a little more pop or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to all fit on the same record anymore.
Yeah.
It'd be changes by song.
That's basically our album, because our album is 10 songs of whatever I came up with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, this is my mindset.
And I like that too. Like I don't like that. I don't want every song to sound the same. So
Yeah.
But yeah. So that record's out. But you guys, where'd you guys record that at?
So we actually recorded it with a gentleman named Carl Napa down at EI
There you go.
Extreme Institute downtown.
Yeah.
I wheel and deal. We moved some ductwork around at his personal studio, and he was kind enough to record the rhythm section of the song. And then we went back to his personal studio and did like overdubs. Some of the stuff was done at my house, my home studio that I got.
Nice.
yeah, we were one of the last bands to record there before they closed.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
Before old Vatterott got shut down.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Carl's.
You guys recorded in the Studio X?
Yeah.
You got me too.
Yeah.
Me too. My first little song I did. Yeah.
That's one hell of a studio.
Yeah, it is. I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, damn, that was a nice studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you feel important.
1.5 mil.
It really
Yeah.
Is that how much? Wow.
Yeah, that's what it sold for when Vatterott closed it
That's a
down.
perfect way to describe it. Studio X. Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was, so recorded, and then a gentleman, John Ragliano, mixed it, who's rents a studio with Carl stuff. So.
Yeah, they're both pretty big names.
Yeah.
They do a lot of work with Nelly and
J.E.
Yeah, J.E. Yeah, they rub elbows with all of them.
Wishmaster, I think's his name. Wish.
Ali.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Murphy Lee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they got a name for sure. We were lucky enough to all of us were lucky enough to rub elbows with them.
Yeah,
so
together and
cool.
separately. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
cool people.
yeah. That's how we met.
Through John.
Yeah, through John. Yeah.
Very cool.
I said, John, I have a song that I wrote, not even as a duet, but like, once I figured out it would work as a duet,
That's a fairly old song as well.
It is, yeah. So I wrote it a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, back when Missouri Anthem was. I remember playing that one when we were younger too.
Yeah. So you're talking about Fight Inside Myself?
Fight Inside Myself, which is the new single that's coming out.
Redone and just all around better.
Yeah.
So you originally recorded it and now you've...
No, it's the first time it's ever been recorded.
Okay.
Well, it might be on the karaoke tape.
It might be.
Yeah. Well, that's so when you like decide that this needs to be a duet now though?
So I only had 2 verses written for the longest time, and then I wrote the 3rd verse, which actually became the first verse or something. You know what I mean? And then just the way the words worked out, it was like instead of changing the words, just bringing another person, and then the words would make sense more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it did. Like it.
Yeah. No, it's
like a happy accident, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't really know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and then I talked to John. John referred Carmen. Or
who?
It was him, not even you.
And the rest is history. Yeah,
she totally took the song to another level.
Yeah.
Like blown away by the talent.
It's a good. I feel like it's a good mixture of the two.
Yeah.
And that was my first time singing anything like that too.
Yes.
Yeah. Not definitely not my genre of music, but working with John, because he knows my voice so well, it was a lot easier. Because I remember going to your house in the basement and recording something.
Yeah.
We sent it to John, and then John messaged me and he's like, "Hey, do you want to meet up and talk more about this song?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool, perfect." And I got there and he's like, "So I noticed you felt a little uncomfortable." I was like, "You just heard that through my voice, what I was singing?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, it's not usually what I sing." And he's like, "I got you." So I went in the studio with John before we went together with Joe and John and so many Johns. And we just kind of worked it out, like which ways to sing it, like, and how to make it flow a lot better. Because at first it wasn't matching too much. My style's a little bit different, but we eventually found a way.
She had to get to a little more rock vibe.
Yeah.
I think you nailed it though. You found it.
Yeah. But still keeping your own take
it's still
on
you.
Yeah.
I'm super proud of that.
And
song.
the way she sang it and the way she was like changing, moving some of the words, it actually made me sing the song differently as well.
Yeah, I did get to influence the song a little bit, which I like. Yeah,
so it took me from this more aggressive, raspy thing and trying me to calm down and move my vocal
range.
A little more.
We met in the middle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, I mean, when you hear her sing, it's like, well, I want to do that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not to say I can, but I want to try.
Then you realize you can't, and then you just gotta adjust.
Hey, turn her up a little bit, will you?
No, you guys did awesome on that song. And
it was fun.
Happy to be a part of it. So
Same.
As time stands still for me, like in a world of make-believe. If our two hearts would believe, then maybe our love would succeed.
That's fun. And then like this, so you're saying this will be available as of everywhere July 3rd.
July 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, so you
Tomorrow,
can check that out.
Or
Sorry.
whenever this is like released, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Or maybe not.
For sure, July 3rd.
There you go. July 3rd.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so check that out. And I guess I noticed you guys do a lot of videos and stuff around here, getting to do some covers and originals and stuff. But you guys been doing like your own house production stuff. And
Yeah, we try to. It's a lot cheaper that way.
Sure.
Kind
Oh.
of. Yeah, actually, that's a lie, a bold-faced lie.
Oh, yeah.
It costs a lot for all the
Yeah.
equipment.
Unless you get sponsored.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you get free stuff.
Yeah. Who would do that?
Must be nice. Yeah. But we started our own media company as a result of just trying to
Buy all this stuff to record ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an expensive hobby for sure.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we can write some stuff off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
We're legit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the videos are looking great though, and that's how I was.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, are you guys gonna try to collaborate and do a video for? I saw a little teaser for.
100% we are.
Yeah.
We were
just
talking about it.
Yeah.
100% we're going to get a story down and figure out what we're going to do. And
Yeah,
I
plan
think
of attack.
it'll all be done in-house, I think. And
Yeah.
There you go.
It's likely. Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Nice.
Should be real fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I again mentioned Missouri Anthem earlier, and like obviously that a lot more complex video with the some of the drone footage and everything else over Missouri River and everything else, and so it was fun to see that you guys also have those out there, but then having just you and in the living room type of thing, kind of just jamming acoustic here and stuff at the house and kind of thing. Those are always fun too. So
we were kind of forced to do that. But
we're gonna keep doing those.
Yeah,
Right.
it works out pretty well.
Yeah.
We got our little studio space to do it in and all the equipment to do so. So
yeah.
it'd be foolish
we run
not
out
to.
of songs, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, be sure to follow along on. You got your Facebook and Instagram. You can find JJR Band, and you can find all the music under JJR Band on Spotify and everything. So
iTunes, Google,
or all that stuff.
And then you said some of those CDs are still out there.
Yeah, I mean, I still have CDs there that if everybody
All right.
wants one, give us a shout.
There you
know
go.
what I mean?
Yeah. I
Well-
got a box full too.
And we do have one date currently on the calendar that we wanted to let you know about. That you can come see these guys if you're in the Waterloo? Is that right?
Waterloo, yeah.
Waterloo,
it's like
Illinois.
Waterloo, between Waterloo and Millstadt. It's out there.
September 12th at Carband's Knotty Pines.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's
There
a
it
cool
is.
place.
Yeah.
If you come out there, you'll love it.
It's their fall festival, is what it is. So I don't know. I've never been there for the fall festival. It's always a good event atmosphere. You know what I mean? People are there.
It's a really cool place.
Yeah.
Definitely check that place
There's like a
out.
field right next to it, so they might have some stuff. I don't know. They're calling it a fall festival, so I don't know. They might have
Carnival?
something.
Carnival?
I don't know, but I don't.
No pressure, Knotty Pines.
Yeah,
but you better
no
have
pressure.
a carnival there now.
People are going to be calling up like, is it true?
Yeah.
Better get on it, Jeff.
But that sounds like a fun time out there, and so check that out again, September 12th. But I guess we've been talking a lot about the JJR Band. Let's talk about Renna's new EP on the way.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah.
Obviously, people had just heard your voice on that track on Fight Inside Myself, but you were saying your sound's a little different though.
Yeah. It's more, I say R&B. I also do pop, but right now, I feel like when I first started off, because I started getting into music, really getting into it, I'd say around 19 when I first started voice lessons. And that's when I actually started writing in song structure instead of just poems, which I had been doing before. And then from there, I kind of developed my sound. But it started off really poppy at first, because that was kind of like the influence of where I was trained. And then after that, I kind of developed my own sound, my own crowd, my own music scene that I frequented, and developed my R&B sound. I feel like I got more in touch with myself throughout. That's why it eventually just developed into something natural, which is R&B, of course. So, yeah.
I've been watching AGT. I enjoy that show, especially just like the audition round stuff at the beginning. But there was a guy came on there this week's episode was, and he was the first spoken word performer that had ever auditioned on a show. So you speaking of poetry, like he kind of came on and did like this spoken word piece, and I was about his sister, and it was very heavy emotional stuff, and it was a powerful moment. And but I was just like, that's really cool that essentially it could be music, could be a song if you wanted to put it to a track of some sort. It was there's a lot of definitely similarities, a little bit of structure wise that he would kind of find that hook or whatever.
Yeah.
And
sure.
but
Just missing a melody.
right, but it was just like him and acapella, just him up there on stage, completely vulnerable, and I'm like, that's even scarier. To me.
Oh yeah, it seems a little. I feel like it's a little more intimate at that point because you don't have too much to hide behind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for the benefit for him on that when he auditioned was this is all taped during the virus, so like it was just the 4 judges, no crowd at all. So like that's so you got. I mean, either way, it's super scary. I would think. To get
It actually. I can perform in front of 500 people, but give me a coffee shop or like a open mic night, I just get nervous. I start shaking. It's more intimate. It's like they're really looking at you. You're more in detail,
So before you started music, you were doing like poetry reading kind of stuff like that, or
no, I never got into poetry readings. Poetry's just been my first love. I grew up writing a lot, reading a lot. So my sister got me into poetry. She would 4.0 grade average student, and she killed in speech and debate and stuff. So she got me into writing and into poetry. So my first diary entry is literally, my name is Carmen and I want to be a singer when I grow up. And then my sister got into debate and all that writing stuff. And so I started writing songs with her, writing poems with her when I was about 8 years old. And then once I got into voice lessons, it was really stressed, write as much as you could. So then I started putting everything into song structure. Yeah. So poetry's my first love. I can do that naturally, but it's very, like you said, when he was doing his kind of reading or his spoken word, to kind of hear it already in a song form, So I got used to putting my poems into song form.
Yeah. Very cool.
Start off like that. Yeah.
I did just a little bit, like in school. I started kind of writing a little bit of poetry. I never like much at all, but like I did a little bit, and then I started writing for a school paper, and I've always kind of enjoyed it, but it's never really stuck enough to where I like something I really pursued and stuff. But it's still like a bucket list kind of thing for me, a goal to write a song and stuff and actually have somebody like record it or something. And so maybe one of these days I got like all these, I mean, obviously we're talking about, I have a bunch of these shows. I have a whole lot of friends in music, and actually got a lot of people that help me.
Yeah, you got connections. Yeah, you could make it happen.
But I just, I'd love to do that. I'd love to, like, the problem is when you listen to so much music, for me, it's hard to shut that off. And so when I go to write, like everything else just comes out, all these other people's lyrics and everything else. So
yeah, it probably makes it tough too, because so many great artists that it's almost hard to like present a song out there to them, because it make you feel a little self-conscious, because you got these good artists that you look up to almost, that are gonna judge your song. So it's like that would make it a little hard for me.
Definitely.
But I'll figure it out one of these days. I'll make it happen.
Yeah,
but might as well, man.
That's what you should. It's very satisfying. I didn't know going into voice lessons that I was gonna end up performing my songs in front of people. It was really just more like a skill to hone. I'd always sung my whole life. It was just fun. It was easy. So I was like, well, might as well. I'm in college anyway. Add another class onto it.
Yeah.
Voice lessons.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we got. So you've been at this for a little while now. You've been you honing your craft, finding your sound, and now
first EP
debut. Huh?
Yeah.
There we go.
That time.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually planned on releasing something when I really got into going to the studio, which has been about 3 years now. I've been just in and out of studios, recording songs that have never been released, but I just kind of have them under my belt, waiting for the right time and place. And so, yeah.
Well, that's what they say. They say you got like all the time in the world to do your first one, but then after that, the follow up. That's when the timer's on now. That's so it's like that's when you got to really get busy, because people want another one now.
Yep.
So
Well, it worked out pretty well because now I have maybe 10, 15 other songs that I just have waiting. Besides this EP, which is just 4 songs. So it's like now after I release that, I can just get some of these out of my pocket and while I'm working on the next one.
Well, let's. You want to leak one out there?
Yeah, absolutely.
We got a song called Spry that'll be featured on Renna's Homegrown EP, due out July 31st.
Yes.
And you're going to get a little sneak peek right here.
If it ain't that love and basketball kind of love that all brown skinned women want, I don't want it, no. Yo, cut out all that screaming now. Let me grease your scalp, run my fingers down, give you something you can really scream about. And dealing with my sensitive self, my introvert self might shut you out for the shit that he'd shout. Say, the kind of love that fights for you day and night, 'cause you are the type that two rights or wrongs and views, not just sit and stew, stuck on glue. All the things I do for that kind of love with you. High five when you hit it from the side, thigh high. I'm sticking your key from the high tide, no lie. I could see him with my third eye. It's 5 a.m. but the bitch is feeling so spry. Cut out all the screaming now. Let me grease your scalp, run my fingers down, give you something you can really scream about.
You what do you want to tell us about Spry? What's
Spry, the EP is called Homegrown. This song, Spry, kind of sets the tone for it. It gives this feel of kind of nostalgia and a certain kind of hominess, certain kind of love that I feel like sets well in my bones. So this one's just, it's like a hug. Yeah. It's a nice little hug, and it's soothing at the same time. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. So you people can get plugged in, follow you on Instagram.
Follow me on Instagram. You can add me on Facebook. Follow my page on Facebook, and the music will be available on all streaming platforms July 31st.
Right. Yeah, that's incredibly exciting. Like just do you guys remember when feeling when your first single got out there, or first?
Yeah. Once you put something out on the internet,
that video
it's open fire.
On the Missouri Anthem, it got 18,000 views, 20,000 views.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And, it got up there. But you open yourself up.
There was some negative feedback on it. You know what I mean? And that's always hard as an artist. You know?
Yeah.
John didn't take it so bad as me, but you know what I mean?
No, but it's just, if you're spending any time on the internet, you see them.
So it's rough. There.
But it's never easy to.
No, it's
someone talk shit on you.
I remember hitting the upload, you know what I mean, button, and like, man, it was,
Yeah, it's open season, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you could take the coolest person in the world. There's going to be some asshole talking shit on the internet.
Yeah.
So.
You can't please everybody.
No. So
I just noticed. I think it was the other day, but I just noticed it like last night. Somebody commented on one of my YouTube videos. I put up a performance. And the comment was just like, "Yeah, she's flat on the high notes," and I'm like, "Are you just going through videos like, that's flat?"
I gotta let them know. I don't think they know that she was flat.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I just deleted it. I'm like, "Get out of here, dude!" Like, but there's always something. Everybody's a critic, And it's like, and they, and so this is pretty recent. Like, so this, I just posted this. This is not me bragging. I'm literally very concerned about it because it's freaking me out. But I posted this screenshot it was from Bobby Bones'
page. I've seen that. Yeah.
And and this girl commented on it, and so I really have nothing to do with it. I just happened to share it, and then all of a sudden now on my page it has like over almost up to 2 million views, and has like a couple 100,000 shares or something stupid, and like. But so now like my feed has been like going, or my notifications been going crazy of people like every time somebody comments on it, and because everybody keeps commenting and they're tagging their friend and their friend comments on it back and everything. Yeah. But even on that, like I've been getting like crazy things on there, and like it's funny, like some like especially it has to do with going to concerts and the virus and stuff. It says, would you go through disinfectant sprayers at the concert to go, to be, and then her comment back was like, I would, whatever, something like go walk across the Legos in a fiery pit and all the, very extreme type of thing. And so it was funny, but then people are all in there like, I'm not going anywhere till they got a vaccine or something like that. And like, and then one's like, I've never been to a concert or something like that. And so I was just like really having a lot of fun reading these silly comments because there's like so many, very, both extremes and stuff. Yeah. So, but everybody's got to comment. Everybody's got to let you know what they think about it and stuff. So.
Yeah. You blew up your page.
Right. Yeah.
You're famous now.
Yeah. Well, and I've been. So what's crazy though, because like you look at that, like that one post is the most popular thing I've ever put on the internet, and it's not even mine. And then like I look at the numbers of the rest of the stuff, and they're like nothing. Like, and I'm like, what is it like? I don't. How? It doesn't explain any like.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's very frustrating. My algorithms or whatever is going to be all, when you get your little like month insights or whatever, like my numbers are going to be all messed up. They're going to be like, damn, man, you really dropped off this month. Like,
you really suck now.
So
for sure,
setting the bar too high on that one now.
2 million views. Right. Yeah, like it's really gonna say you dropped.
It's so strange. I have no idea how that happened, but. I post a lot of dumb stuff on the internet, and that's the one that
takes off.
Yeah. So I'm like, whatever. Yeah. But anyway, so I got a couple of these questions I've been asking everybody, and I have a lot of fun with these. And so if you guys want to play along with me and answer some of these, and I guess everybody can answer for themselves, and or if you guys want to answer as a band on some of them, that works too. Let's see. Let's start with this one's always fun. What's a song that always gets stuck in your head?
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be.
Would you guys wake up singing?
Depends on what day it is. Yeah.
Oh, I did have a song I stuck in my head this morning. What was it? I swear I'll dream about a song and I'll wake up singing it.
Yeah.
I hate that.
So there's been some songs that have been stuck in my head, like CeeLo Green. I had to learn how to play it because it was stuck in my head.
It's a FU or what?
Yeah. There's a couple songs that when they get stuck in my head, I just learn how to like play it, and like since it's been stuck in my head, I know the first chord or the first verse already, the words, and that's it. You know what I mean? Then it's gone.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
comes out of my head.
That's such a great tune too, and like I don't know if I'm sure a lot of people know it, but it's written by Bruno Mars.
Oh, really?
And like now that like at the time he wasn't what he was now, or what he is now, but like you listen to that song now and you're like, oh yeah, you can definitely hear all of Bruno. Like, even though it's CeeLo singing it, but it's like it's got Bruno all over it. And
I never knew that.
Yeah,
me neither.
But he's.
I have mine. Do you have yours?
I mean, I have a bunch.
Do you?
It depends on what day of the week it is, really.
This one's been stuck in my head lately because I don't think it came out too long ago. Level of Concern by 21 Pilots. Yeah. It just came out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love. They have a different vibe for every album they put out since
good.
Vessel. Yeah, they're my number one favorite band.
Really.
And this new one, Level of Concern. It's just a single. It's not. They haven't put out an album just yet. It's been stuck in my head because it's got this like more poppy feel to it. Whereas they did in their first album, they had like screamo going on in like 3 other songs.
Yeah.
It's slight subtle, but it was there, you know. Now this one's, I told you my level of concern, and you walk by like you never heard. It's different. It's more poppy for them.
All right.
That a girl. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, gosh, I was at the gym today. I'm really digging that Dua Lipa song. I can't think of the name, but I'm definitely not singing it.
I wish I know which one you're talking about too.
Oh man, bust it out, man.
Because it's got like a 70s kind of or 80s kind of feel to it too.
Yeah. I was crushing some weights to that song today. And it got me in the mood. Yeah. But I love, a St. Louis band I loved my whole life is Story of the Year.
There you go.
I mean, they changed how I view live music for real. So they'll always
from
be
backstage. Is that what you mean?
Well, yeah, I'm lucky enough to see that. But yeah, they're Live in the Lou DVD live. Oh my God, it changed. It makes regular live concerts boring to me now. So they've kind of ruined me. But
they're definitely a great live show.
They are. They're like.
Yeah,
they're insane.
Come see them December 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
I'll definitely be there.
They just had to schedule those second time. They're doing their I think one show they were doing Story or Page Avenue, and then the second one they were doing Black Swan. They had to reschedule all those shows at Del Mar Hall and Red Flag. So.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, but anyway, this has been a weird year.
Yeah, weird is an
understatement.
I usually play once a month at the Gramophone down in the Grove.
There you go. Great sandwiches.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, and then we play in Bridgeton like once a month or once every 2 months, and
shout out Layman's Landing.
Yeah,
there you go.
Local bar.
Haven't.
They've always been good to us, so definitely want to shout them out.
What's so time comes, you guys, we get a JJR or Renna biopic. Who you guys want to cast to play you in the movie?
Bradley Cooper. For me.
He's like, no brainer.
No, I don't know. I just literally threw that out there. That's a good question.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't thought about this. Who would play me?
Like a real actor.
Black actress.
I don't know.
That Bradley Cooper, he was really good in that A Star Is Born movie. Like,
that movie kicks ass for real.
He was like, because he's like sang all that stuff and like the band, which I don't know if a lot of people knew that either, but the band is Lucas Nelson and The Promise of the Real is his backing band through the movie. So one of my favorites, and that's Willie's son. So. Yeah, but they're really great. And all those recordings they put out on as that for the soundtrack and everything were really good stuff. So.
Yeah, that was a cool.
And then they performed it at Oscars,
Grammys.
Did they perform at the Grammys? So. Makes more sense. That honestly makes more sense.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, that performance went viral because the chemistry between them.
Yeah, he was like sitting
even better.
Yeah, on the piano next to her. Yeah.
It was just so fun to watch too and to talk about. Yeah, that was a great performance.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was so good at singing before then. I saw him in Limitless and.
You still have to look it up, man.
That's why I picked him as my character. So no big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of movies either, so I don't know.
That's crazy. I'm the biggest movie buff, and I can't think of one single actress. I know I got Viola Davis in my head and all them older actresses right now. It's like, okay, I'm 25. I can't go that high. Depends on when the song blows up.
All right.
Give it 10 years, you know what I mean?
I'm sure she could do it, though. She's incredible.
Davis, she is.
She's so
good. I just
good.
finished How to Get Away with Murder. Whew, did I cry?
If you think of something, Joe,
I'll let you know, man.
Come back to it.
Spoiler: he's not going to be able to think of it.
I'm going to be thinking the whole time.
What's if you could come up with create a new curse word, what would it be?
I've come up with some words.
Gonna have the word fuck in it.
Yeah, it's got to.
That's an all-time go-to.
It's just you're just inviting a curse session into this portion of the evening.
Well, I always find it funny too, like with that. If you can still just use regular clean word appropriate words, but how they have a new meaning and stuff. Like I always find it fun. There was a clip that went viral on and stuff years ago, I guess before even viral was a thing, but he yells Bob Saget as a curse word, and it made me laugh so hard, like because it's so silly and like so.
That dude's one of dirty comic too.
Oh
man.
yeah,
like you see him on Full House. That dude don't play in real life, man.
Yeah, he's
childhood ruined when you see him.
Yep,
he's a little raunchy, man.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm creating new curse words all the time because I'm a nanny, so I have to constantly censor myself. Oh my god, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wow, I can't think of them. I'm like, I have 12. Ships instead of shit. I have to say that fudge instead of fuck. Constantly. They have no idea that I'm using it in a way that's not appropriate.
Oh, are we supposed to come up with a word that like
replaces or like a new word?
I really screwed that up then.
I think so.
My new curse word's fuck,
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it's one of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
It's a verb. It's a noun. It's
an awesome word.
It's the universal adjective.
It's what you scream out when you straight like bang your toe into the chair when your kids are around.
A one-word sentence.
As soon as whatever comes out of your mouth, that's your new curse word.
Yeah.
What's let's see.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. All right. What's a dream duet or collaboration you guys would like to see for yourselves?
Ooh, Jessie Reyez.
Jessie Reyez.
Jessie Reyez. You guys ever
I don't
heard
know
of Jessie Reyez?
Reyez.
She's got a new song with Eminem out right now. What is it? Oh, Amine, another one I'd love to collab with. Jessie Reyez and Amine. They're still a little underground, I feel like, but I'm obsessed with them, so I feel like they're everywhere to me. So yeah.
Well, to be honest, I don't listen to very much radio or even looking for other music besides really local. Mm-hmm. Like I've been doing the show as much as I do. That's pretty much all I listen to is my friends' music and stuff. So, so I'm in a very weird bubble compared to most people. Like
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I'd rather my friends. I think they all deserve to be famous. So that's why I'm trying to do my part to spread that word.
Yeah.
In that case, I got a ton of local artists right now. We got Remember Buddha. He's on Instagram at Remember Buddha. I've got my dude CBG. I've got Cole. I've got Ben. Honestly, we just started this like a couple weeks ago, getting together and finding ways to help support each other.
There you go.
We'll call it the what do we call ourselves? The collective. We have a group chat going on right now. Fine Culture Collective.
There you go.
Where we just get together once a week and kind of figure out who's putting out singles, who's doing what. And there are a couple people in there that I cannot wait to collab with. We haven't gotten to that point because we're all just at the point of like releasing music and trying to like boost each other's numbers and stuff. But yeah, there are a bunch of them in there that I'd love to collab with.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about JJR Band? Who do you guys want? Does there anybody come to mind?
I would definitely love to do any project with Joe, obviously, and then Ryan Phillips from Story of the Year.
Yeah, the badass.
I think that dude is just a creative genius. Anomaly of a human, too.
I couldn't even sit down and play with that dude. So.
Yeah, and he can shred. And
he's just...
he's like knows what he's doing and stuff.
He's just awesome, just... all-around person.
My cowboy chords.
It would be cool. It would be cool to have him join a song with us. We would make it work for sure.
Yeah,
he's just awesome.
Yeah, there's some other guys you've had him on. Tyler Dale. I'd like to sit with him and maybe write a song. I've offered Tyler and his sister as well, who was almost sang on this song.
Yeah.
but
me.
didn't work out. So yeah, I'd like to work with both of them. As far as like major artists like Eric Clapton, John Fogerty.
Well, shit, me too. You name those all three.
Yeah.
Let's give him a call.
Yeah. Pull some strings.
Yeah.
Shane, you know what I mean? Pull some strings.
Yeah.
If okay, so if you could be a superhero, what would be your name and your superpower?
Well,
My one superpower would be able to snap my fingers and zap from here to anywhere else I want to be.
yeah.
So when I get pissed off at work
I don't know.
or anything,
Yeah.
boom, I'm gone. What would my
I don't
name
know
be?
about the name, but I'd be invisible.
Disappearo?
Yeah.
Out of here.
Yeah, I would want to be like
Okay, man.
Bye.
be able to turn invisible whenever I wanted. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be badass. I think I'd want the power to. I read this. I definitely stole this from someone. I don't remember who, but they said the power to refill anything. Like, but think about it. Refill anything. You could
Yeah,
refill
my
your cup.
wallet.
You could refill your wallet. You
Bank
could refill
account,
your
yeah.
bank account. You could refill.
Sure.
That's the main one. Refill your bank
Well, that's
account.
way better than being invisible.
I was like, when you guys were saying that, I'm like, I'm totally gonna win this one.
Yeah. Well, I could be
I just want to
invisible.
be able to snap my fingers and like go from here to somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather
Like inside of a bank
take
vault.
a.
Anywhere, man.
I like the climb, you know, so I like the travel. So if I could just get my own private jet and just fly it anywhere, because I've refilled my bank account a couple times, you know?
My main is to get out of work and stuff like that. You know what I mean? When I'm in a shitty ass place working on some shitty ass equipment or your broken ass cooler. I'm like, and you guys, you know, that customer wants to be an asshole. I'm out of here, man.
Right?
Technically, you could do that.
I can, yeah. Say, fuck you, motherfucker.
You just don't want the drive home.
Yeah, the drive home. And then I'm all mad. I'm all mad on the drive home. So yeah. Yeah, snap my fingers, be gone.
Names would be the hardest part.
Yeah.
I can't think of
Like you
it.
said, the bank vault too. Is
Yeah,
being close.
if you're invisible,
yeah.
you just walk right in it. But if you could just refill it without doing all that,
Yeah.
then obviously
it's definitely a better.
Beats the hassle,
superhero,
guys.
But you could do a lot too, being invisible.
Oh
so
yeah.
it has its perks.
It does. He's
Creeper.
still like haven't.
Wait a minute.
It hasn't worn.
Oh shit.
I want to refill everything too.
Yeah.
That's my superpower, not invisible. I'll take it.
That's a good
Cut
one.
hers out, would you?
Right. Do any of you do any celebrity impressions?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Not at all.
No, but I wish I did because I would showcase them right here for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. This would be the time.
This
to
is
shine.
this is the
I guess the
platform
cover
for it.
songs ain't the impressions you're looking for.
No.
That's about it.
Yeah.
No, I don't do any impressions at all. I don't watch like a lot of movies either.
Who does really good impressions? I don't know his name. All black guy. He does really good Eddie
that
Murphy
narrows it down.
impressions. What'd you say?
That narrows it down.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's been on a couple shows.
Is like Jay Farrow or something like? Jay Farrow used to be on
think he's-
SNL. He used to do a ton of them.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's him. Yeah,
Yeah, that's probably who you're talking about.
I think that's exactly
yeah,
what
he's
it is.
legit.
He
yeah,
does,
he's really good.
He does obviously to stand up and everything, but he's got like a whole routine where he like gets like them all talking to each other and stuff, and
Yeah.
he'll do like Will Smith and Denzel and and like it makes me laugh so hard.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
so
the
effortlessly
man.
too.
Yeah,
Because
he's
he's
awesome.
he's tapped into like all those voices and their laughs and everything, and it's like
Their movements,
Yeah.
their
But
isms.
he becomes that person. It's like it's so weird and like it, but yeah, it's a very impressive.
Changes his body language
yeah.
and everything. It's so cool.
But yeah, Jay Farrow is one of the best at it. Well, very cool. All right, one more, and this is kind of another musical one. What's a song you wish you wrote? What is
Oh man,
you guys got one that you just like, man?
there's not enough time.
Yeah,
on this
at all.
podcast.
I
I'll
put my list
a million of them.
really quick.
There's was there any particular one you've connected with that maybe feel like it's telling your story or something like that? And
I wish I wrote some Some Devil by Dave Matthews Band.
I was gonna say
That's
like,
a
Dave
really
Matthews is like
that's a
one dude that-
really beautiful
I can't
song.
even like play his songs. It's like, man, he's like,
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Some Devil. I wish I wrote that.
Yeah.
I have thought to myself, I wish I wrote that, but obviously there's a gazillion that I wish I wrote,
Yeah.
but that's one that comes to mind for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm gonna mention Jessie Reyes again because the reason why I'd want to perform with her because I feel like our tones match really well, and she has a song called what is it called? Figures, and it's just beautiful, and it really resonates with me. That's
Yeah.
another reason I feel like I could have pulled that out. I could have written that had
Right.
I set my ass still at some point in my life. I'm pretty sure I could have pulled that out. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
I guess there's that Shanty by Jonathan Edwards that I really enjoy playing. That would be great if I wrote that.
Right.
You know, it's a good song.
Yeah, it is a good song. The crowd loves that one when we play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it suits me. So yeah, you know.
Yeah, man. That's like I said again, kind of knowing your own sound and your voice. Like when you find those songs and somebody else has cataloged it, like
Yeah.
feels like it belongs in yours
Yeah.
too. So that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
So again, get plugged in on Facebook and Instagram, and find more music and more shows coming soon and stuff. So
Yeah.
Renna, do you play when you play out? Do you have do you like do solo or
Solo, yeah, backtracks. I haven't found a good band to.
Yeah.
I've got a couple. Yeah.
Edit that out too.
Okay, well, you guys get a call later on. Okay. Better rally. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Usually when I do perform, it's just backtracks and yeah, that's what I'm used to right now. But in the future, I've played with band before, and when I took voice lessons, we would do Rib Fest in Newtown, and they would have a stage for artists from the place where I got my voice lessons. They'd have a stage separately for us to perform on, and so we just used their house band, and that was. I remember the first time I went to rehearsal for that, or practice for that, I geeked out hearing a band play my music, something I had written for the first time. That was like.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, it was like hearing your song on the radio for the first time. You know, it's like somebody knew something of mine and they were
Probably
playing
a
it back
similar
to
feeling
me.
to you singing my song.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
And
Man.
yeah, it's-
shit, man.
That's exactly what it is. It's just so cool. I couldn't stop smiling and laughing for like 10 minutes. I had to get it together.
Yeah.
And then after that, we got it together. But yeah.
You're making it like something. You know?
Yeah, and then you can, everybody's influencing it in their own way. You know, the bass players, like, I can hear like these things I'd never heard in my song before on my own. And the drummer, I think his name, Nick was on bass, and this other guy was on drums, but he could just drum like nobody's business, and it was awesome. Yeah.
Well, I think that's the beautiful thing about all this is the collaboration and
Yes,
and everybody that brings their own little tweaks to it, and like you're saying, like this song took on a new life when you guys when you started working on it together. And
even when I write a song, present it to John on the drums, and the song will literally change a little bit because he's influencing it with his own swing, and you know what I mean, and
flair and stuff.
Yeah, and I also find it interesting, like just how much a song can like change too. Just I mean, obviously it's simple, but it's like even just when you like. And if you take it to a producer, like you said, you were like working with Carl or somebody, and like, and you say like, and they're like, let's try this song at like, you know, this BPM or whatever, like even just that one little.
So we changed a couple of things on our song too.
Yeah, we slowed it down a little bit more.
Slowed it down, changed the key.
Yeah, because it was a little too high for me.
So.
And then on the bridge, we just changed a little bit of the way we sung it.
Yeah.
But that was like, that flair just added something real nice to it.
Produced, man.
Right.
You know,
But
that's what it is. The production of like
Mm-hmm.
the whole song, and
But I just love the way those like can kind of change it, and all of a sudden it's like there it is. It makes. You know, why didn't I think of that the first time? But like, you know, just like it all kind of comes together, but it wouldn't happen, you know, maybe it would, but just not as easy sometimes by yourself. But you get all those other inputs and influences coming together, and everybody's like,
it brings it to life.
Yeah. So, but when you got
like that's why I got into like music, to be with people and play music. You know what I mean? Start a band, not to. sit in my basement and write songs by myself, because that's super boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That it's like not it's not even really that. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. There's some good songs that have came out of it, but it's always
that
nice to have
connection with people that you make once you do share your music. That makes it kind of worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we get maybe all three of you on the stage and perform this song together sometime
Yeah.
soon.
I would love that.
Hopefully, yeah. I'd love to see what we could do with it live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the only time that you've sang it together was in the studio to record it?
Yeah, and in his basement to kind of practice.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were
we
all
practiced a
practicing
couple
for the
times,
first time.
Yeah, and even then, from the way it sounded then, it's completely different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to get out there.
Yeah.
Definitely. and
Yeah,
play it.
and we'll let you know, Shane.
There you
know,
go.
We'll
Yeah.
make sure you're in the know.
All right. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be the first of many. We get to some other things coming together and stuff too. That'd be fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we always got new songs coming out, so there's always something to promote,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. Well, very cool, guys, and this has been a lot of fun. I'm glad this worked out. We get the chance to all meet and hang out and talk, and so
yeah, it was fun.
get involved. Make sure you're subscribed on or follow along on wherever you're getting your music, because, like I said, JJR Band's always hitting you with new music,
Always.
and Renna's got that new EP on the way, homegrown
It's
EP.
coming.
So get plugged in.
Yeah,
Yes,
look
sir.
for our single that's coming out July 3rd.
Yeah. We're super excited.
Fight
about
inside
it.
myself.
Fight
Right,
inside.
yep. And we got a media company, Crawl Walk Run Media. You can check us out on the internet too.
Website.
We do, crawlwalkrunmedia.com. We can do recording bands if anyone needs their band recorded.
Yeah, demo, album, EP,
video, you name it. We pretty much can do it all. So
Nice.
definitely check us out if you're in the market for something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, very cool. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Absolutely,
been
thank
fun.
you.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
Appreciate
And,
it, man.
hopefully we can do it again soon.
Oh, we will.
Absolutely, yes.
Hopefully,
yes.
If you'll have us, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. Well, thanks everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast.
Well, yeah, that was it.